going to start back. I mean, what have you made of everything that's been going on?
I don't even know how to put it into words. It's been so crazy because obviously when it first was announced there wasn't going to be any football, I was like, that don't make no sense. How can there not be football? But like, you know, when the pandemic started, I didn't take it too seriously, I'll be honest with you. But the moment they said there's no football, that's when it hit me. I was like, right, everyone, this is serious. Everyone stay in your yard, because if there's no football, then the world's gone mad. Like it's been hard to accept, especially all of the leagues. And I thought, all right, if there's no professional football, I'll go and watch non-league football. I'll go and watch my son play on a Sunday or something like that, which I normally do when there's not a match. And everything is cancelled. That's when I realised we're living in weird, crazy times and we just don't know what's happening next.
Even today, they've cancelled now in Scotland. I see they've cancelled like not the main Premier League, but the divisions below it. They've just cancelled them. So, you know, whether the season comes back or not, it's still in doubt at the moment. I think obviously with the Premier League, they're going to be desperately trying to make that happen. But
yeah,
as you said, it's crazy at the moment. It really is crazy. I don't know what you've made of today. Arsenal's board of executives have sort of come out and made a statement. I'm going to go through this, right? What they said today, that the Arsenal executive team are going to waive more than a third of their salaries over the next 12 months in response to the coronavirus crisis. Arsenal said that also that all the other employees are going to be paid in full, and the club will not be using the government's furlough job retention scheme. They also said that private discussions have taken place with the players around the potential of the financial challenges ahead, and the negotiations on wage cuts are taking place by a club-to-club basis. And what was very stark, what Arsenal came out and said today, they said that this is one of the most challenging periods in our near 134-year history. Wow. The potential financial impact is significant, so we must be responsible and act now to best protect Arsenal from what might happen in the months ahead. So this is serious. Also, one thing I'll add to that, they said that Arsenal fans will receive credits or refunds if matches are played behind closed doors or if they're cancelled entirely. And also casual workers will be paid for the remaining 4 home matches. And again, even if those games are rearranged, they'll be paid. So
yeah,
big news coming out from Arsenal. I'm glad that they didn't do a Tottenham or a Liverpool or a Bournemouth, who's also had to backtrack yesterday by furloughing staff. So it's good that they didn't do that. But they're, you know, the executives, and I was sort of saying this on a show a couple of days ago where, you know, they're putting it to the players about taking pay cuts. I'm like, well, hold on. What about the people who own the club?
Yeah, that's where you go to first.
You should be picking it up first. Well, to be fair now, they're taking a pay cut. Yeah,
you've got to start at the top. You have to. I know the board and like the club has objectives, but when you was reading out that statement there, they made it sound so dire. Like at the end, what could happen with Arsenal in months to come? They made it seem like if they don't prepare themselves now, they're going to go into administration. That's what scared me in that statement. So
well, it's dire. They're saying you know, the worst in the 134 year history.
I don't believe a big club like this could go under. That's how they're making it sound in that statement.
Well, they're saying they need to protect against that. I'm not. So, I don't think they're going as far as saying that, you know, the club will shut down, but they're obviously very worried about the situation. Very, very worried.
And it's crazy because you don't know how to prepare for it. So I guess it's good that they're taking these precautions now, early on. But I guess they've kind of been. I'm glad that Arsenal have done it, but I guess they've kind of been. Well, not. It's the steps they've had to take, especially when they've seen other clubs of what they've done. They can't now and go and force players to take wage cuts, which is what I believe they wanted to initially do.
Well, they're still talking to the players about pay cuts, and you know, sorry.
That's not going to go down well at all, especially there's big players we're trying to keep hold of and players we're trying to get to come in, and you're talking about cutting wages.
Well, that's it. You know, when you hear them saying that this is like, you know, one of the worst periods in their 134-year history, these big signings. I mean, this morning we was talking about Coutinho.
Yeah.
Possibility of a loan where we'd have to pay half his wages, which would be about 140 grand a week, or we could buy him outright for about 75 million. Partey, who might be available for around about 45, 50 million. You start to look at it and think, well, how are those going to happen?
Yeah.
I mean, do you think those are going to happen?
I would love to. I would love to see Partey come. Even Coutinho is a good shout as well. But like, judging by the finances, we're not, the club's obviously not making money at the moment, like actively right now. And if we're taking cuts and the executive's taking cuts, I don't know where the money's going to come from. And to be fair, have United said anything yet, or City? Because those
no, they haven't. They haven't said. I think United actually came out and said they're not making any of their players take a pay cut. They're not looking to do that.
And this is my next point, because United, it looks like all the players that we're interested in are looking to go to United. The likes of Upamecano, the likes of Partey, potentially, and we can't let that happen. But we're not in control of the situation now.
But it makes me wonder: are we going to spend any money at all?
No,
because I mean, as you said, that statement sounds dire.
Yeah, it does.
Now, if they're losing that much money, that the execs are even waiving, nearly a third of their wages. Are they going to sanction a big signing coming in?
It will be a big risk. It wouldn't be a good business move for Arsenal. And as we know, we're not that proactive in transfers anyway. I mean, I think we had a good transfer window last season. It took me by surprise anyway. But I don't think that's going to be the best we're going to see for a while now, because after this, I don't think we can afford anyone. And
then remember, we ain't even paid off that yet, because
we haven't even finished. I don't think he ain't even met his personal objectives yet. I mean, he scored a couple of goals and that's about it. Do you know what I mean?
Well, honestly, when you see that statement, I mean, listen, it's tough times.
Do you know what?
There's no revenue, huh?
That statement says to me now that we're going to have to take it old school and start getting players from the lower divisions, from the League Ones and the League Twos. That's what that statement says to me. I'll tell you what that statement kind of says, is that right now there's another rumor that's out tonight that Arsenal are close to signing Waive Kurzawa. Kurzawa was linked with us in January. Kurzawa, of course, left back, plays for PSG. His contract runs out at the end of this season, and he's available on a free. Arsenal were linked with him in January. A lot of the rumors said that it was actually Mikel Arteta who said, actually, we don't want him. But now lots and lots of rumors flying around that they're going to take him. Now, that would be perfect because he's free. Ain't going to cost nothing. And he's a left back. Now, in the left back positions, in case I'm not wrong, we've got Tierney, we've got Kolasinac, Saka can play there. Do we need someone? I mean, if money is tight, why are we bringing in Kurzawa? Maybe. I mean, even though it'd be a free transfer, you've still got wages to pay for. You know what I'm thinking then, that you've mentioned that? Maybe, no one quote me on this, maybe Kolasinac is on the way out because he's actually one of our highest earners at the club. He's on a really big wage packet weekly. So maybe they're planning on saying, do you know what, Saka's been doing well. Let's get him a new salary, get him up there a bit, get rid of Kolasinac, bring in another left back. I don't know.
But then I don't even know if we need a new left back, because even if Kolasinac went, Saka was brilliant.
Yeah.
And you've got Tierney to come in. Why would you need another left back? I don't really get that one.
I never get the transfer rumours. I never understand them. We always go for things that we don't even need at that time.
I mean, Omar there saying Kurzawa isn't good enough.
No, you don't reckon?
And he hasn't really pulled up trees. He came into PSG with quite a good reputation, but he hasn't really lived up to it. But yeah,
it's a free transfer, right?
Free.
Yeah. Well.
And we like frees.
Yeah.
Right? And I think we better get used to frees now, because when you hear that news, you're thinking to yourself, I mean, as I said, the Coutinhos and these things that we're hearing about, I can't see any of those happening.
You just got to dream about it now. It's not a reality.
Jamie says, love you too. Right. He swear if I had 2 billion, he said, and Arsenal. Love from Kentucky. I think he said if he had the 2 billion, he'd buy Kroenke out. I mean,
is that enough?
Could you? Well, I think if somebody went to him with ridiculous money, that would be the only way he'd sell.
Yeah.
No, but you know, it's I mean, I don't know, man. I'm worried at the moment, like you said, for the transfers this season because it's.
But when haven't you been worried about the transfers?
No, but I'm even more.
This is a new low, isn't it? This is the all-time low.
Sam says, hi, Robbie. Deep down, if you look at the Arsenal squad, all we need is a good defensive midfielder player and get rid of Granit Xhaka. I mean, what do you think? Is that all we need?
Oh, we need a bit more than that. But, I mean, Xhaka's been good recently. But, of course, if I had to make the decision, I would let him go and hopefully bring in the likes of Thomas Partey in the midfield. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, but we can only dream. You can only dream. Where's all the money gone? Because you've got fans like me and even more dedicated than me that buy shirts every season, everyone, home, away, third kit. There's money coming in. So where is it? Where is it? Where's the money?
You're asking me? Ask Stan. I mean, listen, they'll say that they've been spending it, and they'll say, you know, that Arsenal made a loss last season of nearly £26 million because they didn't make it into the Champions League. So basically, they're saying that the money isn't there at the moment. And the longer we stay out of the Champions League,